Namaste. Welcome to all of you. So, in the last class, we have started the Ashtanga Yoga. Let's take a quick revision about the last class. Till Sutra number 34, we have covered. So, we are studying the Sadhana path. Sadhana meaning the methods. That methods which support to attain the Samadhi. The method we call these are the sadhana. So, Chaturvyuhavad described by the Mahasi Patanjali here. He, Hetu, Han, Hanapaya. He is the Dukkha. Hetu is the cause of the Dukkha Vidya. Han is the after, so that solution of the Dukkha, the Nirodha state, that is Hana. Hanapaya, the state which helps to attain the Nirodha state. The method which helps to attain the Nirodha, that is the Hanapaya, that is the Vivekkhati. After that, 7 kinds of pragya we discussed, 7 layers of the buddhi. Then Sutra number 28, Mahasi Patanjali is explaining Yoganganusthana, meaning if we follow the limbs of the yoga, then Asuddhi chahiye, impurities will reduce. Jnana Dikti, spiritual enlightenment will increase, and Viveka Khyati, and yogi able to attain the Viveka Khyati. This Sutra number 29 is explaining what are the Yoganga. Yoganga, these are the total 8 according to Mahasi Patanjali. But according to other texts, they are dividing the other limbs. So because you are doing for UGC, and same that here in Sahita, they are telling 7 limbs. At Pradipika, 4 limbs. Gorak Sanhita, 6 limbs. Okay, as like you have to be differentiated. That which yoga text is telling how many limbs. Now only 8 limbs is describing. So like that, examiner anyhow can ask the questions. Okay. So separate the knowledge according to different texts. So according to Yogdarshan, 8 limbs described here: Yama Niyama, Pranayam, Sadhana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Sutra number 30 is explaining about the Yama. The Yama is the 5 types: Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. So here are the how many types of the Yama? Total 5 types. You will see that 10 types are there. Vasi Samhita, 10 types of Yama is there. So please don't be confused. Make it separate according to Yogdarshan, 5 types. According to Atpardipika, 10 times. According to Vasi Samhita, 10 times, and other texts also. Okay? Please differentiate your knowledge. Separate it. Make the graph. Okay? These are also the part of the notes. It's your homework. Your responsibility, how you are maintaining that record. Otherwise, if you did not maintain, you will confuse which text is telling how many types. Okay. After that, he is telling Mahavrata. That Yama is the Mahavrata. Others are not the Mahavrata. Niyama, Asan, Pranayam. That are the not Mahavrata. Yama is the Mahavrata. By Sarvabhauma, everywhere we have to follow. With every species, every living being, every place, every time, and every particular occasion, we have to follow these five things: ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aprigrah. When we are doing like that, sarvabhauma, then they are the mahavrata. Otherwise, they are not the mahavrata. Okay. Sutra number 32 about the niyama. Soch, santosh, tap, swadhyay, ishwar pranidhan. So follow these five things. Then that are the niyama. Niyama is related with our personal life. Yama is related with our social life. It makes our social good. Okay. Sutra number 30. Vitarka bandhane. Vitarka meaning the negative approaches which are distract us from the yama and the niyama. Think about it. Reverse. That is the pratipaksha bhavanam. That kinds of approach which motivate you, which inspire you to follow the yama and the niyama. That is the pratipaksha bhavanam. 34. He is explaining about the how many types of the vitarka can affect us. Kritakarita numodita. We can do ourselves. We can tell to others can do that things on your behalf. You can inspire others without interfering. Because of greediness, because of angerness, because of delusion or attachment, you can do that things. Little you are doing, moderate you are doing, much more you are doing. And when you are doing, then that it will give you the pain. Again, because of illusion, it is because of ignorance and hundreds kinds of fruits karmas will make. Okay? So that's why we should follow the iti pratipaksa. If you want to free from that kinds of ananta phala, because that phala they will decide your jati, ayu and the bhog, and you will attach in this birth cycle to birth cycle. So if we want to free from the birth cycle, then we have to do pratipaksa bhavanam. Pratipaksa bhavanam, it's support to the niskama karma. Indirectly, it is supporting the niskama karma yoga. Same described in the Bhagavad Gita also. So, till 34 Sutra we have discussed in the last class. So from today, we are going to start from Sutra number 35. Okay. So hope you can that correlate the sequence, how well established way Maharshi Patanjali he arranged all the sutras. So here also you can see ahimsa, satya, asteya, very sequence, systematic way he arranged all the ways, the sutras, brahmacharya, aprigrah, as the same sequence he is following. Sutra number 35 is explaining about the benefits of the following the ahimsa. If you are following ahimsa, then what will be benefit? It is. If you are following the satya, truthfulness, then this benefit you will get. If you follow the asteya, that this benefit you will get. Okay, like that one by one. Now Maharshi Patanjali is explaining the benefits, fruits of the ahimsa. Okay, it is ahimsa pratisthayam. That's vidhau where tyagah. Pratisthaya meaning by getting a very good command, and they're telling on being firmly established. That it means as like Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, great example of ahimsa. Mahatma Buddha, great example of the ahimsa. You know the story of the Mahatma Buddha, that Angulimar Daku, what happened with them? Angulimar Daku, he was that kind of person who cutted the fingers, who is coming in the forest. Meaning, over hinsa, And then when Mahatma Buddha came to near to him, because Mahatma Buddha, he was the fully follower of the Ahimsa, because of his words, because of his aura effect. Angulimala also itself changed because of his, and he changed to kill the people, and he became devotee of the Mahatma Buddha. It is a great example of the Ahimsa. So in this example also you can see in our ancient text. So in that Ramayana, if you see that the story when Rama and Lakshman and Sita, they visited to the Maharshi Agastya ashram during the forest time. There also they noticed na, that lion, cow, deers, they are drinking water together. Together they were drinking. Then Lakshman, he asked to Rama, then how it is possible that lion, cow, deers, they are the anti to each other, but in this place, what is special here? Why they are becoming friends? Why they are not hitting each other? Why buffalo, cow, or deer, they are not running because of lion? Then Rama replied, it is the effect of the aura of the Maharshi Agastya. Maharshi Agastya, he was the great devotee of the Ahimsa. Because of his tapas, that the wild animals who are coming in the contact of that aura, they are also becoming the Ahimsa. They forget to kill others and they become friends to everyone. In this picture also you can see. So it is tatsanido vairatyaga. If anyone who is following the ahimsa properly, if he is getting contact to the other, then other person will also forget to ahimsa. This is the meaning of this sutra. One of you, can you please explain according to your understanding? Yes, please. Anyone?
Sir, Sutra number 35. Swathayam Tatsannidho Vaityagaha. This is the Sutra, and this explains the fruits of Ahimsa. So, one who is being firmly established in the Ahimsa, those who come in that vicinity, they are also inculcate Ahimsa. As you gave the example of Agastya Muni, when Ram, Lakshman, and all were in exile, when they visited Agastya Muni's ashram, Lakshman saw that there were lions, cows, and all the other carnivorous and herbivorous animals together used to drink water there. So when he asked, Rama replied that since it is the aura of Agastya Muni, from his tapas, he because of his ahimsa, this thing, all the other animals and everything who come into that vicinity or aura, they are also established in ahimsa. This is the example.
Thank you. So next sutra, next is about the truthfulness. Okay. So follow the benefits of the satya. Satya Pratishayam, if any yogi, anyone who is getting a very good command in the Satya, truthfulness, then what will happen? Kriya Phalasratam, whatever they will tell, whatever words come from their mouth, whatever their wish, that will be fulfilled. Example, mother of Duryodhana. Gandhari. She was full devotee of the Lord Shiva. And at the end, what happened when she noticed, then all his sons, they died. They died. And when Krishna came to front of him, then she told Krishna, you are the responsible for this. So I'm giving you srap. Sorry, srap in English, I'm not remembering. So srap meaning that something in negative emotions, negative that bad we are telling about things. So whatever, then you are the responsible. So I am also giving you srap that as my family, they killed each other's brothers, each other's. Your family will also suffer same thing. And after that, but the same thing happened with Krishna also. After the Mahabharata, then Krishna's son and their other family, they killed each others and Dwarka over. And the same thing, the others in our Sanatan history also, then whatever the sages in the good moods, they told Tathastu that will happen. Anything, whatever good or bad, whatever came from their mouth, that will become true. If they are actual followers of the truthfulness. But right now, today, it is not applying because we are not following the truthfulness. That's why. If anyone who is right now also following truthfulness, that will happen. But we all know how much truthfulness me and you are. That's why many wishes we do, but it is not completing because we are not follower. But it can possible. Mahesh Patriji is telling, being a very good command in the Satya, that same thing, mansa, vachansa, karmasa. Man meaning by thinking. Always think positive and truth. What is truth? Truth meaning what is whatever you know. Whatever you know, the same, if anyone is asking, reply the same thing without interfering. That is the truthfulness. But few yogis, they are adding one thing. We should also accept from that is Katu Satya. Katu Satya meaning that if because of your truthfulness, someone is harming, pain very badly, they are harming. In that case, that is the separate case that we should avoid. Otherwise, if situation is very normal, we should follow the truthfulness. So here it is, Satya Pratishtayam Kriya Falasratam. Whatever he will tell, that will be happen. Okay? That may be positive, that may be negative. It will happen. Rama also did same now. By mistake, his father gave promise to his mother, Kikeyi. Then because he was a fully devotee of the Satya, that's why he told, no, I cannot break the promise of my father. I will follow whatever he promised, I will just do. That he did, but actually it will happen automatically. If anyone who is following the truthfulness. Okay? Yeah, one of you, can you please conclude the sutra in your own language? I will be happy if you are adding any new examples. Yeah.
It's Satya Pratishtayam Yapala Ashrayatvam. Here we are seeing the benefit of Satya, that is truthfulness. Satya means truth. Pratishtayam is steadfast. Stapita, that is Kriyaphala means fruit of action, and Ashrayatvam, and it bears the fruit. It depends upon the following of Satya. That is, by being steadfast in Satya, truthfulness, by being steadfast in truthfulness, one attains to the power of ever fruitful action. Here we saw the example about Rama and Gandhari, and also we can see the Harichandra story also. If we see the Harichandra story, he also followed the truth, and he get the good. He's resulted in very well manner. He resulted in a big king, and he attains the fruitful of the truth. And then we can also see one more shloka from Vishnu Sahasranamam. Kayena vacham manasendriya irva buddhyatmanava prakriti svabhava. So these are the examples for
Very good. In the picture also two stories are here. One of the Sarvan Kumar, because his father also following the truthfulness. And you know the story how the king Dasarath, he killed him, and how they give srap to the king Dasarath, and that will happen. Same the right side picture, it is also the story about the Maharishi Valmiki. When Maharishi Valmiki he saw that Hans, then the Sikari he came and he killed, then he gave srap to him, and that will also happen. Same. So this all are our whole Indian history. It was rich of these kinds of things. Okay. Next sutra about the asteya. Asteya meaning honesty, non-stealing. Same mansa, vachansa, and karmasa. By thinking, we are not thinking also. Whatever things not belongs to us, we are not imagining also that will be our. Same vachansa, by speaking also. And by karmasa, that by the actions also, you will not take that things. Many more things we do. Most of times government property, we think that we can do anything. It is government property. Government is not looking us. She is not asking. Asteya pratishtayam. Asteya meaning following the non-stealing very strongly. Very good command you are getting. That this things not belongs to me, I will not take. Whatever is my condition, but I will not take. Sarvaratnopasthanam. Sarvaratno meaning all kinds of treasure. Ratna. Ratna meaning the jewelry, gems, all kinds of that kinds of metals or anything which is rarely to see, and they are very costly, like diamond, etc. So that kind of treasure also he will get to know. Hidden treasure also yogi can get. Who is actual follower of the asteya? Okay. So one of you, can you please conclude asteya example?
Yes, sir. So asteya pratishtayam sarvaratno pasthanam. So on being firmly established in honesty, that is non-stealing is asteya. So all the gems. So the example, one of the Swamis, actually, he was talking about his own relative who had got a government job. So when she got this government job as a teacher, he advised her that, it is a government job, but you do your very, very diligently, don't follow all the others who are doing whatever they are doing. But then she said, it's a government job. Everybody's, when he met her later, she was actually doing what everybody else was doing. Like, for example, they would not go to school. They would sell saris, they would sell masalas, and all kinds of other works they were doing to make money. And finally, when her son, he had to get a seat in engineering or something, he couldn't get, and then they had to pay a lot of money to get a seat. So then she asked that, why did this happen? And he said, did you follow your duty diligently? And then she said, no, I was doing what everybody was doing because I couldn't be outlier. I couldn't be different from them. I had to do it. And so I did. So he says, that's why all the money has now gone. So finally, whatever money she made by all other means, she lost it by, So that is one way that when we don't follow, then there is also an example that not only non-stealing, but also giving whatever you have. So that is one of the persons whom I know donated so much to this Akshaya that they give free food to everyone, to all the school children. It is being, and when he has given everything of his, whatever he has, and today he is such a personality. Everybody listens to what he says. That's the kind of wealth that he has got. So he's a live example.
Nice example. This story is very famous. You can see in our you all read this story in your school time. Honesty is the best policy. And how a woodcutter, he was so honesty with his woodcutter, and finally God happy to him, and he gave the others the silver and golden woodcutter also. And same the example, one more also example of Pandavas. When Yudhishthira and the other Pandavas, then the Duryodhana, they decided to give the Indraprastha. Indraprastha, there were no any farming, no very bad place it was, but they visited and they found the treasure there. And then Indraprastha become so rich country. So these are the few examples of the non-stealing. Okay. Next is the Sutra number 38, fruits of the Brahmacharya. Okay. Brahmacharya, already I explained you. Brahmacharya meaning following your behavior as like the Brahma. How the Brahma is behaving, equally treat to everyone. Not discriminate. He is boy, he is girl, he is young, he is old. When we are looking to everyone equally as like our brother, sister, as like our that son, daughter, automatically the wrong thing will out. Automatic, your senses will be under control. When the senses are, when we think that she is not my sister, she is not my daughter, so I can do anything for her, to her. So that time, when that kind of approach apply, that times the wrong activity happens. That's why directly, few yogis directly, they are associating it with only sexual things. But actually brahmacharya meaning actual following, actually controlling your all kind of senses and behaving everyone equally. That is the brahmacharya. So here he is telling brahmacharya pratishtayam. If anyone who is fully getting a very good command in the brahmacharya, then virya labha. Virya labha meaning that the power, inner strength in the physically also, mentally also, spiritually also. Virya labha. So Maharshi Patanjali ji, the Maharshi Dhyananda Saraswati, Swami Vivekananda, Maharshi Aurobindo, great example of the brahmacharya. You know how the Swami Vivekananda got that very good command. Or Maharshi Dhyananda Saraswati. Many stories of the Maharshi Dhyananda story about the Virya Labha. Once a time, two bulls, they were fighting. And in the village, all persons, villagers, they were afraid because two bulls, they were fighting each other. Then Maharshi Dhyana Saraswati was walking near to them. He go there and he catch their horns, both bulls, and he removed them by putting their horns, and that bulls, they are part of it. So like that, that kind of physically, mentally strength yogi will attain. And the other thing also, which I will also share my personal experience also, the brahmachari experience. Actually, who is follower the brahmacharya, his memory will be so sharp. Very good memory he will get. So it is the inner strength of the brahmacharya. That's why in our culture, during the study time, during study period, it is under the brahmacharya ashram. Because our sages, they know very well, if a student who is following the brahmacharya, because student need memory, he needs to remember the slokas, sutras of the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, etc. If he will not follow over, then his memory will dull, his cognition will down. And now it is the same thing is happening. Same thing is happening. In previous history, everyone knows Bhagavad Gita. Most of the persons, they know the Vedas. But right now, hardly we remember one to slokas. Hardly. What is it? Because we are not following that things. Man, vachan, and the karma. Okay. So these are it is the benefits of the brahmacharya. Okay. In inner, physical, spiritual, that kind of benefits we will get. Virya labha. Generally, we associate virya with the physical body, but the virya associated with inner and physical both strengths. Okay. Yeah. One of you, can you please conclude it?
Yes. Yes, sir. Brahmacharya Pratisthayam following the path of Brahma and controlling over our senses will get the inner strength. For example, like Lord Hanumana was a great devotee of Rama without any in spite of being that much powerful, he was serving Lord Ram with full devotion, and so he was getting more powerful. And the example of Ratan Tata, he was the entrepreneur, very down to earth entrepreneur. And the example of APJ Abdul Kalam, he became a very good scientist. He achieved he was following brahmacharya in the very right way, and without any kind of discrimination to their students and to the entire society. And so, like in the earlier time, students have to follow the brahmacharya ashram, so they could easily attain the knowledge what they desired.
Very great example you give, Hanumanji. Hanumanji, very, you know the powers of Hanumanji, how strong he was physically and mentally, because of brahmacharya only. Okay? Pitama Bhisma, very great example of the brahmacharya. You know the powers of the Pitama Bhisma. Yeah, Sutra number 39. Fruits of the aprigraha. Aprigraha meaning non-positiveness, meaning whatever things we need, we are collecting only that things. not others. So whatever we have no need, we are not storing. Ancient history, that our sages, so they take bhiksha only that things, whatever they need only. In a little, that kind of, that pot, you can see the left side, that pot, only whatever is needed to survive on that day only, they will take the bhiksha on only that one or two house only. It is their name. So whoever following Aprigrahastherium, Janma Katha, so the previous life, they will get knowledge. What happened in the previous birth with them. Janma Kathanta Sambodha. Why they are getting this kind of pain, or why they are getting this kind of good things. So it means which kinds of actions they did in previous births. That every knowledge they will get. What they were dog, or they were animals, they were king, whatever they were. Everything they will get to know. As like Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna told to Arjuna, hey Arjun, you don't know. In third chapter, he told, you don't know about your previous life, but I know. I know all the births, what I did in my previous births. Because Krishna, he was the great follower of the Aparigraha. He was not attaching with anything. Okay? Yeah. Any one of you, can you please conclude, and can you give any new example of it? Yes, please. Anyone? Come on. Please don't take more time.
Okay. Aparigrahasthirye Janmakadanta Sambodha. Aparigraha means non-possessiveness. Janmakadanta, that is purpose of life. Sambodha, full knowledge. By being rooted in non-possessiveness, that is aparigraha, one understands how one's process of birth and death has been, will be. Here we saw the example of Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna knows his previous birth, knows about his previous birth.
Very good, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Next is the Pitama Bhisma, also the great example of Aprigraha. He also knows why he is on the arrow. He know why it is happening with me. Okay.
Sir, why you
Next
know,
is the
sir? Why?
Yes, ma'am.
Why Pitama Bhishma?
But he example for non-possessiveness, but he knows about his previous lives. Yes.
Why Pitamaha Bhishma was on the bed of arrows? What karma he did in the previous life? Just I forgot that I had listened to
Since
that
my
story.
childhood, I was listening that kind of story because of my mother blessings. That's why I know that few stories I know.
Yeah.
So what happened to Pitama Bhisma? So he told to Krishna that Krishna, I saw my 100th birth. In last my 100th birth, I did not did anything wrong. So why I am getting this problem? Why I am on thousands of arrow? Then Krishna told to Pitama Bhisma, please see your 100-year back birth, 100 birth. What you did? Then he focused and he got to know before 101 year, he was the king. And he was going to somewhere, and on the way, the snake came. Because he was so powerful king, then what happened? He threw the snake in the forest. Get away from my way.
Oh,
What happened with that snake? The snake still fall down on the throne. On the thrones. And
okay.
Krishna told, you did
Once.
wrong karma there. Because of you, that snake, the of snakes, that 1,000 thrones,
Okay.
okay, inside they pay the snake, he was getting pain. That karma you are in this birth.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, sir. I knew I had heard it before, but I had forgot why it was there.
Yeah.
Now I
In the
remember.
same
Thank you.
you can also understand that we are Sati
Oh, thank you, sir.
Jatyayur Bhoga, that example also here, that hundreds years after also Pitama Bhisma, he faced his 100-year back karma in that his birth.
Karma. Yeah. 100 years back, karma is accumulated.
Okay. Yes, Sukanya ma'am, you were asking something.
No, sir. Thank you. I just said thank you. Okay, it's new to me also. I don't know what's the reason behind that story for Bhishma.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, actually, my grandparent had told the story, but this part I missed. So I wanted to why I was wondering. So I asked. Thank you so much.
One thing also. So here all the story examples, it is from my side, not in the Vyasa or the Patanjali Darshan. I'm correlating from my side.
Okay.
Make it easy to understand you only, okay? And whatever presence of mind the story is coming, I'm just answering that things, not to pre-plan, okay? Yeah. Yeah, now Yama benefits has done. Now the benefits of the Niyama. Okay. So Soch. So you know the Soch. What is the meaning of Soch? Soch meaning cleanliness. Okay. So cleanliness meaning that we are making our body pure. Okay. Physically and the mentally. So here two things are applying. If we are cleaning our body physically, then what will happen? If we are making our body internally clean, then the other two benefits are here. It is a special case of Socha. You see, na, Ahimsa, Satya, one benefits. But here, Socha, two benefits are here. So physically, how we can clean our body? By taking bath, by using herbal powder, etc. So physically, we are making pure our body. Internally, how we are cleaning our body? Through the practice of pranayam, through the practice of sat karmas, through the swadhyaya therapy, following the bhajan, etc., following the devotion part. So internally, we are cleaning our thoughts. So it is internal cleaning, internal soch. So Sutra number 40, it is about the physical cleaning benefits. 41, internal cleaning benefit. Don't be confused. Why two benefits of the Soch here? Okay. So here in Sutra number 40, Mahasi Patanjali is telling Sochat Swang Juguputsa Parai Sansarga. When you are physically pure, then what will happen? Swang Juguputsa. Meaning that kind of more attachment will reduce. And Parai Sansarga, you will not physically attached to the others. So in common life also happens. So when we are actually pure, actually clean our body, we don't physical. Or generally you understand with intercultural exercise, physically things. So if we are pure, physically just taken the bath or it's extra, so hardly we engage that kind of activity. For instance, we avoid to others to be close with us. And the naturally, so the spiritual kind of intention it activates. We should do devotion, we should do puja, we should do that. That kind of things automatically arises in our mind that we should do. Just I took bath, oh, I should not do bad work. I should do the good works. So, and also in our culture also you see, most of the good work, mostly almost every good work, we do after taking the bath. You know now, the puja, the anything, any vrata, everything, the culture, in our Indian culture, first clean your body, then do that things. The same thing it is. Indirectly, the same thing it is. And same thing in our Indian culture we are following. Now you can see how we are rich because in our culture. Okay. Yeah, one of you, can you please conclude Sutra number 40?
Sir, Sutra number 40 explains the fruits of Niyama. First is Shaucha, the fruit of Shaucha. So Shaucha in this one is physical cleaning and other is mental cleaning. Physical cleaning is the cleaning of the physical body, external cleaning. And mental cleaning is the cleaning of thoughts, internal cleaning. So here 40 explains about the physical cleaning. So that is the external cleaning. So when we clean ourselves externally by taking bath, and we have developed indifference towards others, that is non-attachment towards others. This is what is
Others
explained.
also.
So for example, like in Indian rituals,
Two meaning here, madam. First is Swanga Chukuputsa, second is Parayasana Sarga, meaning not attaching to others. And Swanga Chukuputsa, you herself, you will get detached from your own body.
Body.
That's why meditation.
Okay, there are two aspects.
Meditation get more benefit after the taking the bath. Why? Because after taking
Yes.
thing happens, Swangajuguputsa. That kind of physical attachment it will reduce. And if that attachment reduce what we are, only then we can do meditate. Otherwise, meditation is really so difficult.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Sir, here also, like in our where we serve SPYSs, they say that every day morning we have practice session from 5:30 to 7, yoga meditation. So we everybody what they do is they take bath in the morning and then only they go for the yoga
Yes,
session.
ma'am. Always we should do like that.
Yes.
Yeah. But most of the persons, students, what they do without taking bath, they do practice. Without cleaning their body. One I will share one story. Sorry, one live example of international school. It belongs to England, I think, that school. Sorry, not England or America something, but it belongs to foreign culture. So I asked to him, I think the name I missed him, that person, he was my student. So rich family he was. Then he told, sir, I'm going to school that morning 4-5 o'clock. It is according to their time because their daytime, our night time. So morning time, I told, what you do, sir? I eat. I do breakfast. Then I told, you don't do fresh. You don't go toilet, you don't take bath. So they don't know. Our teachers, they are not telling to do that. That's why I'm also not happy to take bath and to cleaning my body. You can see other culture, but in our culture, what it is? No. After waking up, go to washroom, clean yourself, clean your intestine, clean your mouth. So many that things is explaining in Ghiran Sanhita in very detail. You will see how we can clean our body. Then take bath. After that, you engage in the other activity. So it is our culture. So first clean, then do. Without cleaning, don't do. Okay. So the person which I gave example here, he was facing the chronic constipation. When I told him follow this thing, his problem solved because he was not following the cleaning, not drinking water. Usapon he was not doing. Just directly after woke up, he's eating. So when we follow auto, then our physical, mentally also health will also we will get. Okay. Yeah, 41 it is that internal cleaning. It is sattva suddhi, somanasya, एकाग्र, इंद्रिय जय, आत्म दर्शन, योग्यत्वानिच. So one thing, sattva suddhi, it is the purity of internal being. It means our thoughts will become very pure, sattvic thoughts, always very positive. Somanasya, somanasya meaning very polite behavior, very good attitude. Okay. Somanasya meaning always calming nature. Ekagrata, we will be focused. Ekagra, very concentrate. Indriya jaya, all the senses will be under control. Atma darshan, self-realization, vision of self. Who they are, what's their actual goal, what you want to become, what's your aim, what you are doing, and what you should do, what should be your objectives. The normal life also, if you are mentally pure, your aim objective will be very clear. Really you want to do PhD, you want to crack JRF or not? Very, very clear the person will be. Yes. Only possible when he is mentally pure. Otherwise, you see, you discuss to many persons, they are in PhD, they are preparing for JRF. Either they don't know, they are confused. Should we do preparation or not? Is there any future or not? That kind of confusion always in their mind. But who are mentally pure, they know, no. Future is very bright. It is my target. This thing I have to do. Like this strategy I have to follow. If I follow this strategy till 3-4 months, 6 months, I will get the JRF. Very clear they will be. No confusion. Very here you can see in JRF example, Sattva Suddhi. If you are mentally clean, mentally pure, then your thoughts will be positive. Always Sattvic Guna. Somanasya, very polite behavior you will be. No any extra attitude, no ego personality. Ekagra, you will be focused. Whatever you want to do study, you are only focusing that. You are getting time. You are managing your schedule according to your need. You are arranging your schedule with managing the other things also. Indriya jaya, your senses are under control. Senses meaning, oh, party is going, oh, no, I am not going. I am doing preparation. Examination time is there. I will not join the party. I will not go for the movie. I will not go for the tour because now they are pure. They know their aim and objective is very clear. So they can control their senses. It is the Indriya Jay. Atma Darshan. They know what is the goal, what is their aim, what is they are, what they have to do. Accordingly, they will do, they will perform their actions. So it is the benefit of the mental cleaning, internal cleaning. Okay. One of you, can you please conclude? Soch.
So the Satpu Shuddhi Somanasya Gagrendriya Jayatma Darshan Yoga Vani Cha. So here Patanjali is talking internal purity. The internal purities, purification of your mind, of thoughts, of which lead to further your actions. The purity of the internal being brings cheerfulness. That means calmness, means politeness, humbleness. So that kind of a nature gets developed by the internal purification. And it also brings focus, one-pointedness, deep concentration in whatever we do. Also the sense, and this is possible only when the senses are under control. So even to get concentration, we have to have, before that, the senses in control. Only then we can actually concentrate. And so this takes us, also brings us fitness of the body and mind. So that all these things result in realization. So basically the benefits of internal purity have been enlisted by Sri Patanjali, giving all the which are required for our samadhi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So time has done. Let us quick revision of the today class. Okay, I was thinking we will complete the till Niyama, but we till did only so. Okay, next class we will do. Okay. Yes, Usam ma'am, please come forward. Can you please revise the ahimsa?
Okay.
Yes.
So ahimsa pratishtayam tat sannidho vairatyaga. So here Sri Patanjali talks about ahimsa, the benefits of ahimsa. The benefits of ahimsa, once who practices ahimsa, then there is no, there is abandonment of the hostile nature. That means, sorry, there is, abandonment of the hostile nature. That means where there is indifference, where there is a discrimination between different aspects. So that kind of a thing gets closed. That means it doesn't happen. So there is oneness. Basically, the whole aspect of nature of oneness gets developed by the practice of ahimsa.
Okay, ma'am. Nice, ma'am. Sukanya, ma'am, can you please revise the next sutra, Satya? Truth benefits of the truthfulness.
Yes, sir. Satya Pratishtaya Kriyaphala Ashrayatvam. Satya, already we see that Satya is the truth. Pratishtayam is rooted in or established in Kriyaphala, that fruit of action. Ashrayatvam, it bears the fruit. By being rooted in Satya, that is truthfulness, one attains to the power of ever fruitful action. We saw the examples, Gandhari, and then Shravana story, and then Arichandra story. So these are the examples for Satya.
Very good, ma'am. Ankita, ma'am, can you please revise the next sutra? Asteya.
Asteya Pratishtayam Sarvaratmopasthanam. Means by following the Asteya, not stealing, and by Mansa Vacha Karmana, he will obtain all the treasure which are rare and costly, and which are hidden. Like the example of Nachiketa and the example of woodcutter. Like Nachiketa was not his father was stealing kind of thing, that he was giving old cows and restoring good healthy cows for his son, but he was not okay with that. So he left his father's home and he go to Yama, and Yama offers many things to him, and also he also avoid that thing also. And so this is the example and of Asteya.
Very good, ma'am. Very good. Usa, ma'am. Next sutra.
So brahmacharya pratishtayam virya labhaha. So the fruits of brahmacharya, that means continence. So here he talks about it is not only the sexual aspect, but it is also about our senses, all our senses. So controlling of all our senses, when we are firmly established in that, there is labha means gain. What is gained is energy. So basically, when we lose energy in various different aspects, which are not actually essential, which actually don't really matter in our life, we are wasting our energy. So when we preserve our energy into the right things and focus on the right ones, and then we are able to conserve our energy and also extend our energy. That means we are able to get more energy. So basically, focusing on brahmacharya, the benefits of brahmacharya has been explained by Shri Patanjali.
Very good, ma'am. Very good. Sukanya, ma'am, can you please revise the next aparigraha?
Yes, sir. Aparigraha sthairye janma kadanta sambodha. That is, aparigraha is non-possessiveness and sthairya is stabilizing in that position. Janma kadanta, that is the purpose of life. Sambodha is full knowledge. What's that?
No, continue, ma'am. Continue.
Okay. If one understands how one's process of birth and death will be by means of this non-possessiveness. If he is stabilized in that non-possessiveness or non-attachment, one can understand one's process of birth and death has been and will be. Here we saw the example of Bhishma and Krishna.
Very good, ma'am. Very good. Usa, ma'am, next sutra, Socha, can you please conclude? In short, time is almost here.
Shaucha,
In short, please conclude. Both Socha, yeah.
Shaucha, Swang, Jugupsa, Parai Sansargaha. So Shaucha, here Shri Prashandi talks about the benefits of cleanliness, which is physical cleanliness. By doing physical cleanliness, we get abstinence. That means we start disliking the concept of the body, not only our body, but also the body of others. So basically, cleanliness leads us to discriminating what is pure and what is not pure, and then hence to be able to proceed further in the sadhana.
Next also, ma'am, continue next also, internal cleaning.
Sattva Shuddhi Saumannasya Kagre Indriya Jayatma Darshana Yogatmani Cha. So here Shri Patanjali gives the benefits of internal cleanliness. That means when we make our minds pure, the purification of the mind leads us to nature of cheerfulness, calmness, politeness, humbleness. And this nature then also gets the benefit of the focus on that is concentration, and this leads us to these are all requirements for our practices in sadhana samadhi, and this is possible only when the senses are controlled. So basically, what happens is there is a change in the nature which becomes subtle. There's calmness. It leads to sense control leads to concentration leads to fitness, that means what is important, and that fitness leads to self-realization. So whole process he has explained by this internal cleanliness.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, request to Suma, ma'am. Can you please conclude the class with Santi Mantra, Suma, ma'am? Ma'am, please unmute yourself.